How much easier would life be if we had like a decent workbench?
Yeah, what is this? Samsung digital inverter workbench.
This is the Samsung workbench.
Oh, I do like the
Snack drawer.
Snack drawer, yeah. I wouldn't be eating out of here, but you know, you can hide some stuff in there. Another video, back in the garage again. This is a true Omni after hours, right?
Yeah, I reckon. We're just in here chilling.
We are 5:20.
So yesterday we did the oil change, a bit of a dilemma, and we were going to put a K&N air filter into this vehicle, but we decided to do it tonight because we basically ran out of time. So old Glenny boy over there, he doesn't even have the Omni Garage shirt on, so he's a real prince today.
You don't need to tell them that. I could have anything under here. You've given it away. So we pick up Omni Garage hoodies tomorrow, okay? So I'm just seeing what it's going to feel like.
So you're gonna put this in for us?
I sure am.
I'm just going to chill on the camera.
Okay, I'll try not to break anything.
This is all you.
I don't think you can break anything doing this.
You don't reckon?
Right? No.
You're new around here, eh, with this sort of stuff? Got the old Ryobi ratchet there.
I'm actually glad I got that out because that thread's really long. This is my first time using this tool. So this is our new ratchet. And this is the tool we needed when we were setting up the biker chair. The amount of fixings that went into that, this would have saved so much time.
So on this is a 2014 Audi SQ5. It's the 3-litre V6 fuel petrol injected version, because you can get this in a diesel. But this is the airbox here. And so inside there is the air filter. So you just need to basically undo all those screws around that box. Pull out the box and put your new filter in. It's pretty simple, right?
Do you know what? I've never changed an air filter in my life.
So, and I've just got a brand new K&N air filter. It already comes pre-oiled. It's also pretty good if your car's still under warranty, because it sort of is acceptable, sort of holds up the warranty of most vehicle manufacturing brands. And so it's a really nice, simple, I guess very, very minor upgrade for your vehicle, right? You don't really get too much horsepower gain. It's pretty much no difference, but the idea is that you just get a little bit more airflow through your vehicle.
Do you know what's under here? Have you opened this?
I've opened it before just to make sure I got the right size.
Okay, so you know the state of this?
I know the state of it, yeah. It's pretty bad, man.
The K&N filter, what's the expected life on it? It's washable, yeah, washable, and then you need to re-oil it?
Yeah, so here it is here. So it's washable, it's reusable. You just need to, I guess every so often you just need to clean it and you just re-oil it. I'm pretty sure it's like 100,000. Yeah, what does it say on here? They usually give you a lifetime.
Filter requires cleaning every 50,000 miles. Far out, okay.
But is it 100,000 or is it more than that?
It says it will be warranted for 1 million miles.
Oh, there you go, yeah.
So that's
basically the lifetime of your vehicle.
A long time, right?
Forever, yeah.
Right, we've got the...
got all the screws off?
Got all the screws off.
I bet you haven't. I bet you missed some.
You reckon? Are there somewhere in the... Oh, yeah, okay, there are too. The lighting in here, man. What's going on?
Oh, well, buy me some more lights then.
Well, we need the Ryobi lights, the Ryobi workshop, hybrid workshop lights to come back in stock. We need 2 of those.
We did have, you did have one, but they broke, eh?
It broke, and...
There's a couple of screws, I think, right at the back here.
Yeah, I can see, oh yeah, there's one there and one there.
So...
Because this has got a light on it, which is great, but the light faces...
It's
not really facing, you know, well, it goes both ways. There's one here, there's one here. It doesn't really illuminate what you need in there though.
Got the old iPhone overhead light.
Brilliant, I tell you. When we don't have those Ryobi lights, I cannot wait for those to come back in stock. It's indispensable, eh?
Is there one there somewhere? There's one still there.
And one in there.
So these are all hex bits. What have you been using? What size?
That's the 5 millimeter.
5 millimeter?
Yeah.
They don't come in 5 millimeters.
Oh, it's not a 5. It's a It's a 20. What is it?
It is a T20 and T15. So the smaller one was a T15 and the bigger one was a T20.
Yeah, and this is the one I need.
It's the hex bits that come in millimeter sizes. So yesterday was a 6 mil.
Yes. That's odd, eh? That this one is a different size. All right, we should have all our fixings out. Okay, does this just pop up?
No, there's a
clip.
couple of clips either side of that.
Oh yeah, one there. One there.
And then you need to probably, yeah, I don't think it was meant to come out that easy, but yep.
Oh, came out nice and easy.
Check out, flip it around, because you got the filter in there. So that is the state of that thing.
Let's pull it out, eh? Oh wow, that is a mess. Look at it. Stuff's falling out on the floor right there. So, I
think it
just slides out, just here.
Twist off. Does it twist out? Oh no, is there a screw?
I think it's
there's a couple of screws on the back.
That one there, yeah.
So there's a few screws on the top there that you just need to unscrew.
Yeah, because that other side's popped out nicely. Use the washing machine as a bit of a workbench.
Oh, that extra screw there you would have undone as thinking that it was part of the housing to come off.
Yes.
But actually it was just a screw to screw that filter in.
There we go. Wow, look at all the stuff we're dropping everywhere. What a mess.
So this is inside the air filter housing, and it's not too bad. There's a few leaves and stuff, but we're just going to vacuum that out with the Ryobi vacuum.
Yeah, just get it nice and tidy. This is a little bit weird too, isn't it? This looks like a bit of a honeycomb type filter thing, but it's pretty dirty under there.
Just
give it a bit of a vacuum out and be nice and tidy. There you go. Nice clean workspace there.
And then check out the old filter. This thing, look at that. Do you want to hold it up? Show us the inside.
Look at what we're working with in there.
Ooh, yummy.
I imagine this was white when this was new.
Nah, it's probably that colour, but even with it just sitting on the washing machine there, look at all the stuff that's coming out of it.
Look at it. Just real quick wipe down in there as well.
Most people go, oh, what's the point in that?
There's probably not much point, but
probably not.
See, right? What are you going to do? Leave the leaves in there? No. We're just having a debate off camera just about this O-ring here, whether it's best to put it around the top of the filter here or to feed it within the threads on here. So we decided that we get a snugger fit if we put it around.
I don't actually know if that's meant to be the right way.
Yeah.
But it seems to seal that little gap up a little bit better, right?
It does. It sits better in here, right? Because all you're doing, if you're putting it on there, it's trying to force it into that area. So you may as well push it and then you get a nice snug fit on this side here. If we're doing this wrong, let us know in the comments, but by then it will be too late anyway. Might have blown the engine again.
Well, we nearly thought we did that yesterday, right?
We did, 2 days in a row. That'd be nice, eh?
How hilarious was that?
That was... Well, it wasn't hilarious at the time. Not the time of the noise anyway.
How much easier would life be if we had like a decent workbench?
Yeah, what is this? The Samsung digital inverter workbench.
This is the Samsung workbench.
Oh, I do like the
snack drawer.
Snack drawer, yeah. I wouldn't be eating out of there, but you know, you can hide some stuff in there.
What
good storage in the workbench too.
Yeah, good storage.
Oh, you got some clothes in there. We'll keep that closed. Yeah.
Yeah, smelly undies in there probably, eh?
Now just keep note that in the K&N box we had a little bag which had a couple of nuts in there because we weren't sure how we were going to fix this, given that this here basically threads. We were panicking, going, hang on, we're going to have to put this old filter back in because we got nowhere to actually fix this securely. But
because you pull out a screw from the old one and you got to basically,
well, rather than going down into this, right, screwing into the filter, it's coming up from that K&N filter.
The screw is essentially already inserted into the K&N filter, but they do give you some bolts to then tighten that up with. Just on the top there, there's two either side of that. So that's pretty good, eh?
A couple of washers as well. So we'll stick the washers on there.
You just dropped something by the sound of it.
Yeah, that was that nut that we need. Lucky I had eyes on it. We're just having another debate as well in there. Can you see that? What looks to be like a, maybe film it there. It looks like an oil slick in there. That looks wet.
But I put my hand in there and it's actually dry. So it's almost like the resin part of that end of that filter there.
Yeah, just feels like plastic.
The downside to K&N filters that are washable like this is that you have to re-oil them, and I'm not a huge fan of re-oiling an oil filter. I quite like the idea of the dry filters that are available.
Can you make a dry filter or just the washables?
Oh, they kind of make a dry filter, but I haven't seen one for this vehicle. There's a couple of other brands like, especially for the Subis and stuff, Grimspeed have got a dry filter. And I think, don't quote me on this, but AWE make a filter for this car, but I'm not sure that that's a dry filter either, but yeah, I don't know. I guess the oil makes it like, I don't know, filter better.
It was quite a fun process, watching you oil the one on the WRX, but I don't know, it didn't feel very precise.
It's just messy and
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd just rather just pop in a brand new air filter if you like, you know.
Now, how tight do you want these?
I
Finger
don't know.
tight, or you want
Nah.
me to go get a tool?
Bit more than finger tight. I probably haven't got a tool small enough for those.
No, I was just looking for that. Not going to be in that.
But I also don't want those bolts to come off and be floating around in that airbox.
No. What I'll do, since this is your Audi, get you to come and check these. Good luck getting fingers in there though, it's difficult. Have a look at that, sir.
Oof. They are miniature.
They're tiny. You got a tool for that?
I might do. Yeah, probably.
No, if we got the tool, may as well use it.
I got the budgetest setup of all time, but I'll get there eventually.
We'll come back to you. I got the right size. You need to put it on a ratchet as well. I'm just going to use it by hand.
This is a ratchet.
Yeah, no, that's what I said. You're putting it on a ratchet, you're not just going to use it by hand. Just to
Nah,
get some leverage in there.
just... I don't actually know which way this is now.
You quite frequently run those in reverse. Why is this not tightening? Yeah, there you go. Use your hand.
Get stuck in, Sonny.
Yeah, you don't need a ratchet in there. What are you doing?
I was going to put... What's the torque spec for this?
I was about to say, if there was a torque spec for that, you would be,
I'd be all over
you'd
it.
be all over it.
How tight do you go?
Well, not too tight. You want to be able to undo it. Just make sure it's not falling off. Mate, see, if you got like a thread at the top sticking out.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Should I put some Loctite on here?
Yeah, sure. Let me grab some for you. Put it back in. That didn't click, but it looks like it's over.
Well, you really want to make sure that it's fully clicked in there because that's the only seal you've got.
Yeah, it is.
And then just down the bottom there, you can see that that part there needs to be sealed up with the back of the box there. Can you see?
Like down here.
Yeah, you got it.
That needs to align into there. So maybe we need to lift that.
Just not quite.
Doesn't quite sit at the back, does it?
No.
That there needs to come across a little bit into there, and then there'll be the same over here. Oh,
Does that feel good?
that, yeah. Where do you push it differently
I
there?
just jiggled.
Okay. Now let's not lose it.
Remember there's a clip at the bottom there. Okay, I've got both clips up. Push that in now. Push the pipe in.
Both clips.
Gee whiz.
Got it. Just retightening up everything, and then we'll go on a little mission to find a screw somewhere down there that I just dropped.
Somewhere down there.
So Glenn's going down now on a bit of a hunt.
Yeah man, we're just doing a quick oil change. Quick oil change on here,
We're
sir.
pretty experienced with skid plates.
Well, we wouldn't have to do this if I ripped it off completely the other day.
We wouldn't. Would have gone straight to the ground.
So as I was unscrewing this, I could tell it was kind of just here. And we got real lucky, man. We got real lucky.
Oh, we don't have to take the whole thing off.
Real lucky. Is that what you're after, sir? You after one of them?
That is the one. Would you like me to drop it down there again?
Well, do you want to screw that in before I like reseal it up
Yeah,
here?
you just wait down there and
Okay.
I'll fix it up.
So a little key, because I've done this multiple times where you drop bolts and it goes all the way. This is a plastic liner under here, so if you tap it, you can get a feel for where the bolt is because it rattles. That only works part of the time because this has actually got one of those like foam
It's like kind of felt lined in.
foam
Felt, but
pad on top.
Yeah.
So if it had landed on the foam pad and I went like that, you wouldn't be able to hear it. But in most cars where it's all plastic, you go, okay, well, it came to the bottom, which is key number 1. Key number 2 is, oh yeah, it's just there. So I can just scoot in there and boom. There we go.
There we have it.
Do you want to hurry up? Because it's wet down here.
No, you're right, you're wet now. All right, reattaching the skid plate. Oh, what did come undone of it?
I love this ratchet wrench, eh? Saving my life. And yours.
Yeah, we would have done that by hand previously.
I reckon, oh, I said this in the last video, get yourself one of these. I wish I'd got one ages ago. Don't buy any other tool until you buy one of these.
Right, that's a wrap.
That's a wrap.
That was easy.
What do you like in your wraps? You said that's a wrap, so what do you like in your wrap?
Chicken,
Yeah?
tomato,
Bit of mayo?
bit of HB sauce.
Oh, yuck.
Yum.
A little bit of salad?
Yeah, a little bit of salad, like some
Don't
spinach.
you hate it when like say you got like nice hot chicken, right? In the wrap, and the salad gets like wilted?
Yeah, I do hate that. So you got to put the hot stuff in there, throw the salad in,
And quickly
quickly eat it, and then go make your second or third. Don't make 3 and eat them.
Do you know what Carl likes doing?
What's that?
He loves like a good medium rare salad.
Nah, yeah.
So he
Salads
like
are cold.
he'll like put like he'll have like chicken in like a sandwich with salad, and he'll go and toast it.
No, you toast it, then you put the salad in.
Yeah, you can't be having medium rare salad.
It's not a toasted sandwich.
Oh yuck! But like he reckons the same thing. Like when you buy like a Big Mac, right?
Yeah.
And the Big Mac's like hot and steamy and fresh.
Yeah.
And then they put a salad in and then you drive home.
So what does he do? Ask him to heat up the lettuce, or put in the
No,
microwave.
but he says that it's the same.
No, it's
like
not.
as having like hot steamy lettuce in a burger. By the time you drive home, it's like wilted and floppy.
Eat it on the way home.
And I'm like, no, you can't be putting a salad in a sandwich and toasting it.
Agreed.
That's disgusting, eh?
Yeah. Are we having wraps for dinner?
No.
Oh.
But you just said that's a wrap.
I know, but I'm feeling hungry for wraps now.
So now we're talking about sandwiches.
We are. But anyways, air filter's done.
Oh, that was easy.
That
so
was easy.
It shouldn't take too long, as long as you get the little channel at the back of the box to slot in.
Yep.
And don't drop any bolts at the bottom, otherwise that'll screw you over for like another 10 minutes or so.
I think the tip on this one here, if we were going to do this again in a million miles when your K&M warranty is up.
I'm not having this car for a million miles.
Yeah.
No.
You sure? 1.6 million Ks? You don't reckon you still own it?
World's longest vehicle.
Yeah. That'd be great. It'd be a great video.
Yeah, sure, anyway.
I drove a Audi SQ5
For my whole life.
Past death. To my death.
Gee whiz, for my whole life.
Anyway,
So cool.
I think the tip on this is that I would, when putting this airbox back in, I would put it back in and then reattach this.
Yeah.
I wouldn't reattach this because it's too hard to try and wriggle it into the right space in there. But what do you reckon this would take us 15 minutes?
Oh, if we weren't filming as well and having a good old yarn,
Yeah.
shouldn't take too long. So that's a wrap on this video with medium rare salad, and
And I'm ready for a wrap.
and if you want to go back and check the other the video we made yesterday on the oil filter, go back and have a laugh at that because we make quite a few mistakes there.
It's an entertaining one. Yeah.
But anyway, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel so you get the updates when we're releasing new stuff. Drop us a comment. What do you reckon about the medium rare salad? I reckon that's a good
Good
starter.
I'm definitely not Team Carl on that.
Yeah, no, definitely not.
We're on the same page.
And just keep watching the videos because you really help us out by viewing it, and that helps us to progress so we can deliver great content for you guys.
What's next on this?
No, I don't know.
Yeah.
Probably a wash.
Yeah, wash will be good. It is filthy. So maybe we'll come back to you with a wash and talk sometime soon on the SQ5.
Maybe.
Cool.
All right, thanks for watching. Catch you later.